Hey guys, it's your boy Joe from Joe Talk, where we talk about the 7 steps to become a millionaire before you're 30. Guys, in this internet age where people are constantly talking about online money such as drop shipping, crypto, YouTube, all these things make people in their 20s feel like they have to do one of these things to make 10K a month. And all that noise about making money online has put a padlock on people's mind to the point where they can't even see the biggest and easiest opportunity right in front of them to make 10K a month. And I'll tell you what that opportunity is: a service-based business. Yeah, I said it, and I'll tell you why. In this age where everybody's looking to go online, it's left this huge gap in the marketplace where actual service-based business owners in their 20s are making a ton of cash because there's little to no competition. So let me share with you exactly how you can start making 10K a month today, right now, with an easy to start service-based business. Let me start with why service-based business work well for people in their 20s. Number one, a low barrier of entry. And this is by far the number one benefit to people in their 20s. Unlike online businesses that requires a significant upfront knowledge or some type of capital, a service-based business, you need minimal investment. For example, a cleaning service. What do you think you need to start a cleaning service business? Do you think you need a $5,000 online course for this? Absolutely not. What about landscaping business or even a window cleaning business? These type of businesses require little more than basic tools and marketing effort to get started. The second reason is high demand and low competition. As people rush to YouTube and TikTok and all this online money, offline services are often neglected, guys, leaving this big gap in the marketplace that you can fill. Because at the end of the day, people are always going to need plumbing, house cleaning, children, sports and enrichment, even pet care. People are always going to need these things. And with less competition, you can charge a higher price for your services. Guys, a lot of small businesses have so much demand, they can't even keep up. Trust me, I'm talking from experience. Now, the next one is growth potential. Guys, back in the days before the internet, it was so hard to grow a service-based business because you had limited access to people. Back then, if you wanted to advertise, you would have to go directly to the television or you would have to send direct mail, which is really expensive and the conversion was not good. Now, if you have a service-based business in this internet age, you have Google, Instagram, Facebook. All of this, you can do a quick $200 ad to reach people as opposed to direct mail or going on the television. What this started doing for small service-based businesses, guys, it started to make them go skyrocket. Their growth was exponential because now they could compete with big businesses that have big marketing budget. And here's what I want you guys to think about. Let's say you need to fix your roof, right? You go on the internet and you search roofing company near me. I want you guys to think about the first one that you select. A lot of times you're not going to select the biggest company that operates in 5 states and they have this big operation going on. You don't usually pick that one. You normally go for the small guy in the community that have like 300 reviews. You're going to pick him. You know why? Because you have a more intimate connection with him, because you're going to get a better price with him, because that guy cares about his reviews. He wants all his customers to be happy, as opposed to the big roofing company that operate in 5 states where you're just a number for them. You don't know the owner. The employees don't really care. They just come there to just get a job done, and they're doing a good job, but they're not going above and beyond. The guy that has the roofing company around the block, he's going to go above and beyond, and that's why you're going to pick him. And that's a direct opportunity that's out there for small service-based business. Now, the next reason you should select a service-based business is because the profit margin is ridiculous. And this is the best one, guys. Do you guys know that some service-based business see profit margin from 50 to 60%? And that's not an exaggeration, guys. I have a service-based business myself. I have 3. You might think that this is false, and I'm sure you guys can see how pumped I am because, guys, I've been in this industry for a long time, serving people, and I just love service-based business. Let me tell you guys that story. A friend of mine, he has a chess-based business where he teach kids how to play chess. He started out his company with just 20 chess boards. It's the paper ones that you can play chess on. And he started having public classes where he taught kids how to play chess. Now, this is a tremendous value proposition because a lot of parents, they don't know how to play chess. They want their kids to know how to play chess because it's going to make them smarter. It's the right thing to do. And he provided this at a very good cost where it wasn't an arm and a leg to get into this chess class. Now, how much do you think the startup cost was? Let's say he got a website, $100 for the website, right? The 20 piece of chess boards, right? The paper ones, you could get those on Amazon for like $10. You got 20. So that's $200. Maybe some marketing advertisement on, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and that's going to run you about $500, right? Now you're in $800 just to start this company. Oh, and maybe to, create the LLC, that's another maybe $500, $600, depending on where you do it. Now, he did such a good job with the families. They started recommending him to school. So he started to work with schools where he hired about 5 guys and he taught them his methodologies. So now he can work with these 23 schools that he's now acquired. In addition to his own public classes, he has public classes and he has school classes running now. Dude, this is just absolutely ridiculous. Now let's do the math. Now let's say each school pays him around $10,000 for the year and he has 23 schools. That's a $230,000 just from his school programs. And remind you guys, he just has 5 guys that he's doing this with, 5 of his employees. He taught them his methodologies and they're doing it in the school. They show up once a week and we haven't even talked about his public classes that he's running by himself that's not affiliated with the school. Now let's dissect the expenses because this is where it gets interesting. He told me he has no physical location, so he doesn't necessarily have a monthly rent. What he did, he just rents out small gyms and small classrooms where he has his chess classes. He pays insurance, he pays for the website, and he pays his 5 employees. That's it, guys. Let's see, what's the other major expenses? There's none. And that's the beauty of service-based business, guys. When done right, that is. Because there's a bad way you can do service-based business where you're hanging on by a thread. But there's another way you can do it where your profit margins are extremely high. Now let's talk about the 4 easy steps to launch and excel in a service-based business. 1, identify a niche. 2, start small and local. 3, provide exceptional customer service, guys. And 4, systematize your operations. 1, let's start with identifying a niche. So you want to choose a service that matches your skills. You want to make sure your skill set go hand in hand with the service you want to provide and that there's a large demand for it. And you can consider some things such as home services. When you think about home services, here's what comes to mind. Cleaning. You can clean the house. You can clean the windows. You can clean cars. You can clean carpets. This fall into the same niche. You can do repairs, lawn maintenance, gutter, roofing, construction. You can do all these things for home services. Now let's move on to personal services. When you think about personal services, think about fitness coaching, tutoring, personal organization, youth sports coaching, which is a great one. Beauty, that's the nails, the lash tech, and the body services that, the girls do where they go and they get their massages. These are some great ideas that's not being explored enough. Now let's look at business services that you can provide. Social media management for a carpet cleaning company that this guy doesn't know how to do it because he's older. You can do consulting. You could do bookkeeping. There's so many things that you could do. And 2, you want to start small and local. Begin by offering services in your community. Word of mouth referrals are powerful, guys. I know this. I know what this feels like. For example, if you start a cleaning business, you can offer discount services to your neighborhood and ask for reviews and referrals. Go above and beyond to make sure these people are happy. Number 3, I think this is the most important one. Provide exceptional customer service. Growing up, my mom always said good work pays dividends. So what you want to do, you want to think about the work you're doing for your customers. You want to exceed your expectation and deliver outstanding results. When you do a job for them, they're just absolutely wowed, like, whoa, this guy's amazing. And what happens is they're going to become your mini salespeople. So they're going to start recommending you to all their friends. And you did one good job with that customer, went above and beyond, gave them the world. Now they're recommending you to 5 other people. And I can talk at length about this, guys. When our customers age out, and they no longer need our services because, they just age out, they still recommend people to us. Like, think about that. This is no longer a current customer. Now this person is a fan that they always recommend. So that's amazing. And that's a testament to good work pays dividends. So each time you're going to go and do a work for a customer, go above and beyond and make sure you deliver exceptional customer service. Number 4, you want to systematize your operation. This is going to set you up for the future, guys. You want to make sure that this business can run without you. So once you get the ball rolling, create systems to streamline the process. You want to document routines. You want scheduling softwares. You want to make sure there's a manual where each employee can read the manual. There's standard protocol that everybody follows. There's a specific way that everything must be done. For example, let's say you have a landscaping business. So you go ahead and create a checklist to make sure each time you complete that job, it's exceptional quality. If the quality is consistent, customers are going to love that. Even better, you need a system to manage the system. You want to think about these things where you have multiple lines of defense to protect that customer experience. Because if there's one thing I know, the fastest way to kill a business is through bad customer experience. So you don't want that. All right, now let's dive into some practical 10K a month examples from startup costs to making $10,000 a month. And we're doing this all with service-based business. Practical example number 1, a cleaning business. Now, let's look at the startup cost. Let's say you spend $300 to $500 in supplies just to get started. Now, let's say you secure your first client at $100 per cleaning session, right? If you schedule 10 of these cleaning sessions per week, that's $4,000 a month. Now, you want to think about scalability. How can you go up? Let's say you hire 2 additional cleaners. Now you can take on more clients because you did an excellent job the first time, the second time, the third time you clean in these places, and they all recommended people. So you go ahead and hire a team. You can start, segmenting your offerings such as deep cleaning, commercial services, where you have different teams of cleaners that can clean all these different places. In no time, you can start charging $150 per cleaning sessions, and out of nowhere, you realize that you hit $18,000 a month. Completely possible. Practical example number 2, a car locksmith. This is something that happened to me a few times where I actually locked my keys in the car. So I went to Google and I searched, lock my key in my car, how do I get back in? I saw a service popped up where they say, oh, you lock your key in your car, we can get you back in. Decided to give them a call. When I was on the phone, he asked me the name and model of the car. And he told me, all right, it's going to be $175. A technician is going to be there in 8 minutes. Does this work? The technician is going to be calling you. I'm like, wait, what? A technician? So you're going to get here in 8 minutes? I thought I was locked out for hours. In 8 minutes, this guy can come and get me back into my car, which is why it was so expensive, $175. Now, I'm sure you guys see where I'm going with this. Imagine if you offer 24-hour emergency services, then you can charge premium rates. Idiots like myself are always locking the keys in the car. Now, imagine if you charge $100 per service and you complete 4 jobs daily. Let's say you start partnering with some locksmiths in the area where you start giving them a cut. You'd be at $12,000 in no time. Practical example number 3, music enrichment classes for kids. Parents are always looking for extracurricular activities to do with their kids, especially ones that help them with development. And music is a great one. There's cognitive growth in music. It teaches the kids discipline, creativity, all of these things. So the value proposition is there. Let's give an example. Let's say you start with 50 students, right? 50 kids, and they're paying $180 a month. They're attending 4 times a week, which works out to about $45 per class. Just like that, you're already at $9,000, guys. Here's the beauty of this. When you're having these music kids classes, it doesn't even have to be indoors. It could be at the park. It could be anywhere. It could be in one of the family's basement. It could be anywhere. And just like that, your expenses is low. Your profit is high. This is another great idea of how to get to that 10K a month. So if you have a skill or something you're passionate about, whether it's a sport, whether it's that chess example, whether it's karate, whatever it is, a service that you could provide that provide value to families or people, anyone, trust me, guys, you can get to that 10K. Practical example number 4, a mobile pet cleaning service. Guys, here in New York, everyone has pets. Everybody got a dog and they have very little time because they're always working. So the only thing they really get to do with their dog is just to walk their dog. Whenever their dog should get groomed, they have no time to do it. Now imagine if you have a mobile grooming service for these dogs where you just show up on their day off and you do it really quickly and then you just leave, right? This makes it a luxury experience because you're going to them. And now you can charge anywhere from $50 to $150 per grooming session, depending on the size of the dog, of course. And you can start doing maybe like some add-ons like teeth cleaning, nail trimming, shedding treatments, all these things you can add on to it. Now, let's say you have about 4 of these appointments a day, each being $100. That's $400 for the day. At the end of the month, you're going to have about $12,000. You can even partner up with clinics and vet and do a rev share where you give them a portion of the revenue. They want to make money. Guys, there's so many creative ways to make money with service-based business because you can increase the value, but now you just have to find a way to make sure you keep operational costs lower than the value that you're increasing. So guys, while these ideas are not the sexiest business ideas, service-based business like these can get you to $10,000 a month easier than an online-based business, especially if you're just starting out. Now, in all honesty, there's no cap with an online-based business, but with a service-based business, there can be a cap based on how many effort and energy you want to put into growing that. Now, here's that bonus tip that I talked about earlier, guys. Did you know that when you have a service-based business, it's going to force you to develop great sales and people skills? Because you have to interact and communicate with so many customers. And what this means is when you decide to make that transition to an online-based business, your speaking skills are going to be so much better because you have practical business experience. You have practical skills. You are forced to go through the trenches and learn these skills by running a physical business. So you're going to start making money online faster than the average person. In addition, you already created a system for your service-based business, right? So now you'll be making recurring income that's not tied to your relevancy. You have employees that will fulfill their role and do a good job, and you'll be earning profit from that business while starting or running an online business. Look at some of the most successful entrepreneurs like PBD, Patrick Bet-David. He started out in sales, and with his sales skills, he was able to transfer over to online a lot easier. Look at Asheville, the guy that run the construction company. Look at Simeon Panda, this fitness guy that was an accountant and a fitness trainer at one point. They all transitioned online because they've created the foundational skills of speaking, of presenting, of selling. So when they go online, it's going to be so much more easier for them to connect with people. And guys, that's the tip that I have for you. So guys, I hope you like this one. Please like, share, and subscribe. Only subscribe if you got value from this video. Thank you so much, guys. Bye.